Just bring it
That's
out
a
there.
thought.
I'm just saying maybe like the 5-day work week is something new. But I'm going to follow your lead.
Actually, no.
I think I'm going to take a day off too.
The 4-day work week is what's new.
By the way,
a lot of thought about it.
The 4-day work
They're
week
talking
is phenomenal,
about it.
right?
Talking about it.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
A 4-day work week?
I would
Yeah.
go Monday, Tuesday break, Thursday, Friday break.
Really? You'd go break on Wednesday and
I-
not just cut it short and have a longer weekend?
Yeah, a lot of people think if you're gonna go with the 4-day work week,
Yeah.
that you would just go. You take Friday off
Or Monday.
or Monday, I
Either one.
suppose.
Right,
Yeah,
I
for
would,
sure.
I would trade. I would have a 4-day, 10-hour-a-day work week over the 5-day.
So you'd rather put in the extra hours to get
if
the
we're
day.
looking to equal the 40 hours a week, yeah.
I would take Wednesday.
I would definitely take end of the week or beginning of the week because then you lose the momentum. Like, you want to just have a day where you're thinking about how you're going back the next day?
Yeah.
Who the hell would want that?
I would take Wednesday would be my day off.
Oh, no way. Mine would
Because
be
then
Friday
you're
or
looking
Monday.
at you just going, oh, Monday, Tuesday break. Oh, Thursday, Friday breakity break.
I disagree.
That's fine. I mean, it's not like a right or wrong.
No. I mean, listen, it's
I
preferences.
mean, whatever's good for you.
Yeah, it's your like
I mean,
you
that makes you
prefer
happy, you do
Florida.
what you wanna do.
I prefer New Mexico.
Right.
I prefer blowouts. You prefer close games.
To be different, I've been to Florida. You've never been to New Mexico.
But I hear it's very nice.
You hear it's lovely.
I can't believe after the Eagles
That's-
embarrassed you, you shoved a Philly cheesesteak down your throat. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
He didn't have to.
Evan,
There were other options there, but he went with it.
I wouldn't have had a Philly cheesesteak over the last 10 years if that were the case.
That's also very true.
That's fair.
That's
Let's
a
be
fair
honest.
point. That's a fair point. Matt's in Howell, New Jersey. Matt, good afternoon. How you doing, pal?
Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, definitely Friday or Monday for sure, Evan. For
Thank
sure. So I think the Jets could get in if they win out. No, no matter what.
Well, no, not
So
no matter
they
what. I'm
have-
saying there's a scenario where they win out and miss the playoffs. It just means the Patriots and Chargers win all of their games. If that's the case, there's nothing the
What
Jets
I'm-
could do.
What I'm saying is, don't you beat the Dolphins and have the tiebreaker over them, winning 2 games over them with the same record?
They missed the playoffs too. The Chargers and Patriots would make it. That's the problem. Has nothing to do with Miami. The Chargers and the Patriots right now both have tiebreakers on the Jets, and they're tied with them. Which means if the Chargers win all their... So forget Miami. You're right with the point about the Dolphins. That's where I was kind of mistaken going into the weekend thinking, hey, I want to stay within a game of Miami. But there's a scenario where the Jets and Dolphins both miss the playoffs.
Oh,
I mean, it's on the table.
all right. Yeah, I
right?
forgot. Yeah, we lost to the Bengals and the Ravens.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
it's not a likely scenario because the Patriots are facing a stiff schedule. The Super Bowl contenders known as the Cincinnati Bengals. The game will be in Foxborough, a game against Miami, a game to end the season in Buffalo. So it's unlikely that the Patriots are going to win 4 more consecutive games after beating Arizona.
No,
but
their
it's
schedule's tough.
But it's possible. That's my only point, that there is a scenario where the Jets win every game, they finish with 11, and they miss the playoffs. Here's what I will tell you, though. If they go 3-1 with the one loss being to Miami,
Yes.
they will miss the playoffs, in my opinion.
Yeah, because you have the Chargers essentially winning out, most likely, right?
Or, in that
or
case,
tying
just-
them and having the tiebreaker against them either way.
Yes.
Right, and that's our problem, that we have to be a game better than the Chargers. We have to be a game better than New England. And we don't, obviously right now we have the tiebreaker with Miami, but we got to play them again. So the tiebreakers don't help the Jets at all.
They
right now.
basically lose the tiebreaker to everybody. You mentioned Baltimore and Cincinnati, the 2 games against New England, which you'll dread forever. We should. You win one of those games, everything's different. And as of right now, the tiebreaker to the Chargers based on conference record.
Yeah, listen,
So-
the Cardinals didn't do us any favors last night. What are you going to do?
Well, the Jets
So-
didn't do their own favors,
Right.
as you pointed out.
And that's the other thing. Like, we can't ask other teams to always do our bidding for us. We got to start winning some football games.
Unless you're the New York Giants, because right now there's a scenario where the Giants could lose to Washington on Sunday and still be in a playoff spot.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
Seattle plays San Francisco on Thursday. And what's great is we'll know that going
You'll
into
know.
the weekend.
And yeah, listen, and the only rub on that is the game's in Seattle, 1.
Yeah.
And number 2, we're going to see how Purdy does in a hostile road game. Now, the kid was money good when he came in for Garoppolo. He was money good, obviously, this past Sunday night against, or Sunday afternoon against Tom Brady and Tampa. And now you have a team like Seattle that's very similar to the Jets, is desperate for a win because they're on the outside looking in.
They've also given up 93 points in the last 3 weeks, the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, but they're still scoring.
They are, but they are a team similar to the Giants that are not playing their best football right now, and their schedule is brutal. The Giants' pathway to the playoffs is much less complicated than the Jets. Just is.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not bemoaning it. I'm not bitching about it. I'm just giving you the facts.
The similarities are that there are 4 teams going for 2 spots.
Right.
That's where it kind of ends. Right? Is that pretty much where we're at?
What in terms of the Giants race?
Well, I'm saying, like, if you look at AFC, NFC, we're essentially looking at, realistically, 4 teams kind of vying for spots 6 and 7.
Yeah, but you're also looking at a head-to-head game this week that's going to really help to determine the Giants' future against Washington.
I'm just talking in the moment.
And you're looking at a Seattle team that, based on the way they're playing and the schedule, seems to be on the collapse right now.
Yeah.
The Lions, to me, are the bigger threat than the Seattle Seahawks. How are they not? That's why, as a Giant fan, you better wear your green on Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, right. Well, some of that is based on, I assume, your belief that San Francisco beats Seattle. Because Seattle at least does have a 1-game lead right now over Detroit, which is why the other thing.
It's based on, Craig, real quick, it's based on the fact the Lions are not playing the Seahawks are not playing their best football. They've lost 3 out of 4. And their schedule beyond this week is Kansas City and the Jets. It ain't easy.
Look, the Jets are more important to the Giants right now than anybody.
Yeah.
We got Detroit on Sunday. We got Seattle after that. Right?
Yeah.
Like the New York Giants need the New York Jets to start winning some football games.
They also could use, their own team winning a football game.
Yeah, but we can help them out.
Yeah, I mean, that would also be a nice help.
You think at any point Joe Douglas hears his phone ringing and it's Joe Shane? Or do you think it's Brian Dable calling up Robert Saleh? Hey, just saying, maybe you guys win a couple games here down the road.
Yeah, and then Douglas responds, why don't you win a couple of games
By the way, it wouldn't kill you. It would not kill you. Yeah, Seattle right now is 7-6. So they're 2 full games behind San Francisco. So even with Purdy there, that division's a wrap. But what's interesting is that, the Cowboys are locked into the 5 seed, barring an Eagle collapse and then a Cowboy win on Christmas Eve.
It's not an Eagle collapse. You know what it is, Craig?
Go.
It's the Eagles losing 1 game.
Other than Christmas Eve.
Well, the Cowboys have to beat them,
Yes,
obviously.
right.
Because if Dallas beats them, they'd have the tiebreaker on Philadelphia based on divisional record. So Dallas would just need the Eagles to lose one of these 3 games. And I admit, it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bears this weekend, the Saints and the Giants at home. So it's not easy because the way Philadelphia is playing right now, they don't seem to have a flaw.
Is there a chance at all? Bring up a Philly schedule.
Yeah, I just told you to.
Yeah, who do they have after Chicago?
I just told it to you.
I wasn't listening. Right.
They have. You're funny. They have Dallas on Christmas.
Right, Christmas Eve.
Christmas
Right.
Eve.
So let me set up a scenario for you.
Right.
Philly just beat a division opponent, Giants. They've got a division opponent on the horizon.
Uh-huh.
They are playing against a team that they are clearly better than.
Trap game.
Trap game.
No, I agree.
Trap game.
But can they get trapped enough to actually lose the game?
Trap game.
And if they, by the way, Giant fans, you don't want them to lose that game. I'll tell you why right now.
It's at Chicago.
Has nothing to do with the Bears. You want the Eagles to wrap this bleep up.
So they don't have to play Week 18.
Because at least there's that chance that they go into Week 18 not giving a crap. If they go into Week 18 needing the win to secure whether it's the 1 seed or, dare I say, the division, you're screwed. Because as we saw on Sunday,
no, they're too good.
You got no chance against them, or at least it feels that way. If they have everything wrapped up, who knows what Sirianni does, right?
Is there a chance that the trap game rears its ugly head?
Yeah.
And the Chicago Bears at home find a way to beat the Eagles, which then would set up.
Yeah.
Just walk through this real quick.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. But if it did, Chicago Bears beat the Eagles Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Assuming Dallas beats Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville's a tough out right now.
Yeah.
But if Dallas beats Jacksonville and the Bears beat Philly, the Christmas Eve game is for first place in the NFC East.
Yes.
Changes everything.
So the NFL Illuminati is really hoping. They're hoping
baby.
for that trap game to rear its ugly head.
How great would that be? Could you imagine the panic in Philadelphia?
It's not great, though, bro.
What's not great?
Because of what I laid out, you don't want the Eagles having to play a Week 18 game that matters.
I'm not a Giants fan.
Wow. Just throw them under the bus.
No, I'm just saying,
Just
like,
throw them away.
see,
You mean nothing to me.
No,
Goodbye.
you do. I love Giant fans, but I like sports theater.
Right.
And the theater of Christmas Eve, to be fair, it kind of means something regardless, right?
Well, it
if
means-
Dallas beats
yeah.
them, Philly's got to keep winning because Dallas keeps winning.
You're right.
Right?
You're right. You get a game out, and you kind of keep that story rolling.
Sure.
But again, that's bad for the Giants. And you could say all day you're not a Giant fan. I'm just giving you the facts. Like, if you're a Giant fan, as much as you're disgusted by the Eagles, and you should be, you should hate them. All they do is beat you. All they do is hose you like 2 years ago. You should hate everything about them. But for the greater good, your good, you got to hope they just finish this division and number 1 seed off immediately, because at least give yourself a chance in that Week 18 by having Sirianni say, who gives a crap?
But it would be interesting.
What? Christmas Eve? Christmas Eve is already interesting enough. We don't need that.
Christmas Eve, Cowboys, Eagles for first
Plus,
place
Craig,
dominance.
I hate to be the guy to do
Wow.
this because I'm the sports guy and you're not. But can I be that guy for a second?
What did I do?
Can we really sit there all day on Christmas Eve watching football?
Me?
All of us.
I got nothing else to do.
No, all of us.
What do you mean? What else am I doing?
That's not going to be frowned upon by our significant others.
Dude, on Christmas Eve, I sit on the couch, I make a fire, and I watch football.
Oh, what about a Christmas movie?
I've never seen it.
What about the U-Log?
I got a fire.
What about the hot cocoa?
I got the solo stove.
Like, do you
Yeah.
not see the issue with this?
I don't see any issue at all.
Really?
Well, you're not allowed to watch football in your house on Christmas?
Allowed is the wrong
Says
word.
whom?
Allowed is the wrong word.
Yeah.
My wife respects what I do and my passion.
Yeah, so
But
what do you
don't
you tell me you're not watching football on Christmas Eve?
I'm saying it would be better if we didn't deal with a whole day of football on Eve and Christmas
Is that
Day.
right? All
We
of a
got
sudden,
both days.
Mister, I got 19 TVs, is not going to watch sports all day and
Because
night?
some days I want to do stuff with the family.
Yeah, well, Monday to Friday, do whatever the hell you want to do.
Monday through Friday, I'm working
Yeah.
with you, jackass.
Nah, you're up all night doing things. Maybe do less things at night.
Big Mac, am I
Go to
not
bed
wrong
with
about
your
this?
wife on time.
And you're the sports
No,
fan more
you're-
than he is.
You're 100% right.
Oh,
Excuse me?
He's right.
He's right about what? Exactly. Just so I understand what I'm wrong about. Because if he's right, therefore I'm wrong.
Right.
What am
Well,
I
mean,
wrong about?
That's how you want to perceive it. I'm just saying he's correct in the idea that Christmas Eve is a tough day to have football all day long.
all day.
What's so tough about it? What else are you doing?
Spending time with your family.
Yeah, in the living room while watching football. And your kids
That
are on
might-
the
yeah,
ground
I mean-
playing with
yeah, I
their
mean-
remote control cars.
Yeah, there's other people over. I mean, I understand,
Yeah.
you have older children, like Lucky's into watching football with you and everything.
Yeah.
That's great.
Right.
I have a little guy who's not going to be interested. Both of my guys really aren't going to be interested in watching football.
Is that why
on
you
Christmas
have
Eve.
like
People
other
are
rooms in
coming
the
over.
house and boxes to play with?
I mean, I.
Can't you say, Tommy, go outside and get
Right,
daddy
well,
some wood?
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, so there you
honey,
go.
where's Tommy and Andrew? Oh,
They're out getting wood.
They're on the other side. They're on the other side of the house with a
They
box.
know better
I'm,
than
I'm
that.
in here. Okay.
Yeah.
How come this is the one time where me as the sports fan, Big Mac as the sports fan, the sports
Yeah.
geek, whatever you want to call us, we're the ones that have to be rational about this. Meanwhile, you're like, oh, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day,
Yeah.
football all day.
I said
Dude,
the same.
It ain't, it's tough.
I said the same thing on the Giants on playing on Thanksgiving. I didn't like it
Why not?
because
Well,
I
that's
like
di- that's different.
Well, no,
That's a holiday. You're
Thanksgiving football. I like being on the background. You check in, you watch it most of the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know if on a holiday, even Thanksgiving, I can focus every play the way I want to on a
Okay,
Giant game.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Are you guys a Christmas Eve house or a Christmas Day house
Both.
for presents?
Both.
Oh,
Okay,
presents?
great.
Both.
No, presents
Okay.
Christmas Day.
All right, so the kids get up early morning. Pop, pop,
Christmas
pop, pop, pop.
Day, yeah.
They run to the tree, obviously.
Yeah.
Very excited. Maybe some hot cocoa.
Mm-hmm.
And by what time are the presents already ripped to shreds?
Oh.
10 a.m.?
Yeah, earlier than that.
9 a.m.?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
7:30.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably
okay.
by 8:39.
Let's even say 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So the presents have been given out.
Yep.
Kids are messing around, whatever. Everybody got them, going from one to the next, right? Because they're like the ADD on steroids, right?
Yes.
Bop, 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 bop.
Very well described.
Okay. 3 hours later,
They're still fighting about which
you
one gets
can't
what. Yeah.
sit on the couch with a cocktail in your hand and watch football?
You're missing
Not-
the point that it's all
Not
day,
for the,
dude.
Yeah, not for 3 hours straight.
Three-
barring and without interruption.
Big Mac.
Isn't
It's
that
not
what halftime is
No,
for?
hold on. It's not 3 hours straight. It's all day.
Right.
On December 24th, the
Yeah.
first game's at 1. There's a game at 8:15. Luckily, the 8 o'clock game sucks.
So
It's
hold on,
Raiders
is
Steelers.
there a game in between them?
Yes, it's Saturday, December 24th
Go.
is a football Sunday.
It's a
essentially.
triple header, right?
No.
It's everybody.
Christmas
plays.
Day is a triple header.
Okay.
On Christmas Eve, Saturday
Yeah.
the 24th,
Yeah.
there's a full slate of 1 o'clock games.
Yeah.
There's a couple of 4:25 games. Then there's an 8 o'clock game. It's essentially a Sunday.
Fair enough.
The following day, on December
Yeah.
25th, Christmas Day,
Yeah.
there's a 1 o'clock game.
So what are you doing
There's a-
between waking up and 1
Plus,
o'clock?
plus, by the way, Big
Hang
Nick-
with your kids.
But Mr. Knicks, the
Yeah.
Knicks play
That's
on
right.
Christmas Day too.
I'll be watching them also.
Knicks Sixers.
That's right.
Let's go Knicks.
Yeah,
True
go
story.
ahead. Yes.
And then you've got 3 games, one
Yeah.
of which matters a great deal to us, Green Bay, Miami.
I'll watch
it's
that.
all day. There's football all day, both days. Dude, at some
It's like
point,
a dream come
It
true.
can't be done.
it can't be done.
Can't be.
Can't be done.
Cannot
be done.
I mean, either run your house or you run around it. You guys tell me.
It's not about running the house. It's about
You
respect.
got track shoes on? Little track shoe action?
For familia.
I'm not allowed to wear shoes in my house.
Familia.
Yeah.
Don't get started on that familia.
It's
thing.
true.
Jose, you making me a quesadilla for
That's
Christmas?
not how it works.
Yeah, familia. Okay, go ahead.
He doesn't even have to ask. It's implied.
Yes,
That's how
Tommy?
it works.
First of all, Evan, it's Christmas Eve, so the games aren't during the day.
I just said
you
that.
celebrate the holiday at night. You're not doing anything during the day to help out with the Christmas
Yeah.
Eve anyway.
How do you know?
Because
Yeah.
you're useless from that
I got
perspective.
2 sons that were going to run around all day.
Yeah,
I
right,
can't
now you're running
say
around. Everything's closed. You're
I
running
can't
around. Where
say
you
to
going?
my family, watch them all day Saturday, and oh, by the
No.
way, watch them all
Why
day Sunday
can't
where
these-
there's no football.
Why can't the kids play on the floor in front of you while you're watching games?
Bingo.
How long do you think that works?
I mean, give them an iPad. Tell them to watch
And
a movie.
dude, there's 8 hours of football straight.
Yeah, I'm
Loogie,
fascinated.
no
by this.
offense.
Yeah, no
you
idea.
You have no idea
No
about this
idea.
conversation.
Why can't they just play on the floor? You guys-
Yeah, play
you
on the
guys-
floor.
You guys are funny.
Like, what are we doing?
You guys are really funny.
Play and give them an empty box and
Oh,
take
yeah,
them
sure.
hours to play with
Oh,
it.
no yeah,
look,
right.
Look, Dad. Tommy can't get out of the box.
Yeah, sure.
By the way, and you're Jewish anyway.
We celebrate Christmas.
I'm just saying, let's not act like you're Mr.
no,
you know,
I am.
Jesus.
Well, I'm not Mr.
All right.
Jesus, but I'm Mr. Celebrating the holiday with my family.
I appreciate that. When are you guys doing your tree?
We already did it.
You did it?
Ah.
Jose got it
No, it was
right
me.
away, didn't he?
First of all,
Oh,
we
what's
invested
that
in
you
it. I'll tell you exactly
You
what
got a
happened.
fake tree.
We invested in an artificial tree a year ago. It was the greatest investment in the history of my life. I got to tell you.
That's pathetic.
This thing is, it's beautiful.
The fake
Yeah,
tree.
I have to admit, I caved on the fake tree too.
What?
But
You gotta
it's,
go
it's
fake.
been like 3 or 4 years, and it is excellent.
You bougie
'Cause they
bastard.
You put it
Feels-
together in 2
Hold on, so let
seconds.
me just
All
say
the
this.
lights flash.
Yep.
Take
So-
a
He's
million
right.
different
All
colors.
right, so the 2 guys that are complaining about, it's Christmas, it's special.
Yeah.
Can't you watch football all day?
Not all day, no.
Christmas is so special
Yeah.
to both of you
Yeah.
that neither one of you went to the local tree farm
Can't do it
or
anymore.
the parking lot and let the kids pick a tree out.
We used to. The problem is.
But it's such a big deal
Here's
to
the
me.
problem. First of all, they die quickly. I mean, they're already dead as soon as you cut them off the roots.
Yeah.
Number 2, they're a pain in the ass. They make a mess. The lights break, and once one light breaks,
Yeah.
oh my God, heaven forbid. This artificial tree, Craig, I got to show it to
It's
you.
a cop-out.
No, it's beautiful.
It's a cop-out.
You-
You've taken away an aspect of Christmas from your
No,
family.
you're doing it
Hey,
wrong.
kids, help daddy put the Lego tree together.
Bro, you're doing it
Snap
wrong.
and pop and crackle.
If you don't have an
Whatever.
artificial tree, I'm telling you.
Embarrassing.
Dude, it's the greatest thing ever. It looks beautiful.
It's for
Big
bougie,
Mac's right about the
suburban
lights.
bastards like yourselves.
There's a button. Listen to this, bro. You press a button, it goes from different colors.
Oh, yeah.
How
I
amazing
have
is
I have like a little wheel of color, and you like spin it around towards
Yeah?
the color you want.
How about,
It's like a whole- it's like
the
a whole
fact
wheel.
that when
It's
you
pretty
put a
cool, bro.
little elbow grease into something, it has a little bit more meaning. When you put the string of lights, which is always complicated, around the tree yourself.
Oh, it's a pain in the ass.
And you actually put a little
You're
work
picking
into
up all
it.
the pine
and the
needles all over
kids
the
pick
floor.
the tree out themselves at the local place or parking lot where the guy rents out space for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do none of that.
Did
right?
you do
No.
that?
I'm Jewish. I don't have a Christmas tree.
So then how could you comment on what's fun and what you can do and what's not a pain in the ass?
Because my
you
friends
haven't
who I
done
grew up
any of
with.
it.
My friends, I respect Christmas.
If I put a
And
poll
my
out right
Catholic
now-
friends have told me as soon as you go down the road of the plastic tree, there's a word for it.
What?
Disgraziad.
They're wrong.
Is what they say.
They're wrong.
Oh, they're
if
wrong.
I put a poll out right now
embarrassing.
and said,
I
what's
feel bad
better?
for people listening. They think this is acceptable
It
behavior.
is. It's the only way.
I can't watch football because it's Christmas, but you've robbed your kids of Christmas by not putting up a tree right. So which one is it?
Putting up a tree right is
Which
an
one is it?
artificial tree.
Yeah.
It's worth every freaking penny.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
kids love it. You don't have to water it. It's just
Yeah, they
another
still do the
responsibility.
decorations.
By the way, you don't water the Christmas tree. You bring it to your house.
Yes, you do.
After Christmas, you take it outside.
You know nothing.
And the garbage
After-
men come get
Craig,
it.
you know nothing.
Or
You
you go to the
have to-
center of town and you burn it.
You keep it up until January 6th, and you got to keep it watered till then.
He doesn't know.
And you water it the whole time.
And Big Mac, I bet you doesn't know about the food. You got to give it food.
You gotta put a little
gotta
tree
give it
food
a
in
little,
there.
little tree food. You have no idea.
Please.
You-
And then just think of do you think he cut this thing straight? It's not standing up right. Oh, did he cut it
Big
deep
Mac,
enough? Do we have to
he's-
take this thing out and recut it so that it's drinking
Bro.
water? It's not drinking water. I put in a whole gallon. I can still feel it when I put my fingers in there. I don't think this tree is drinking. You have that same conversation year in,
He's having
year
a
out.
breakdown.
I'm tired of it.
Dude, Craig
Tired
has
of it.
better knowledge of the Rangers' power play than he does breaking down Christmas trees.
You guys
It's
embarrass
true.
yourselves here.
It's true.
With your plastic
What'd you
trees.
think of the kid line last night? You
Yeah.
would give us a better perspective
Yeah.
on that than busting our balls
Yeah.
about a tree.
It's embarrassing. Yeah, that's what I have to say to you two knuckleheads. All you've done here is weaken a nation. That's all.
We are truly
That's all
Big
you've
Mac. You and
done
I,
here.
we're
Yeah.
the war on Christmas.
Yeah, it's
I'm not the war. I love
unbelievable.
Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, what
joking.
happened to you guys? Not getting a real tree.
Yeah.
Shame on you. 877.
I'm telling you right now, and I don't know how the results are going to go. I could lose. I'm putting a poll up.
Go ahead, knock yourself out.
What's
Put 'em
better,
before.
a real tree or a fit? Man, I got to word it better. Big Mac, we have to craft it together. We'll do it off air. We don't want to take his time up.
Thank you for that. I
No
appreciate
problem.
it. Here's Steve in Long Island on the fan. Steve, what's going on, buddy?
Hey guys, how you doing? Love your show.
Thank you.
And by the way, this call is basically for Evan because I got to lay the wood to him. You're 100% wrong when you called him a jackass because I'm with Craigie all the way on this. When you're saying, "Oh, you can't watch football on Christmas Eve," you think you're the only one, Evan, that knows December 24th is Christmas Eve? Don't you think the NFL knows that? And what do you think they're saying? Oh, let's put a boatload of games on TV on a day no one's going to watch.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be.
You're
watching.
missing the point,
I'm
though.
Christian, and I'm going to be watching.
Steve, you're missing the
So
point.
I don't know
I
what
didn't
makes you
deny.
think that-
Well, I'm going to respond to you. I'm not denying that you aren't going to watch. I'm not even denying that I'm not going to try to watch. But it's going to cause strife. It's going to. You may not want to admit it on the radio. Your wife is pissed at you right now. She is going to be so angry with you, and you could act like a tough guy and say it doesn't matter, not a big deal. The NFL is causing divorces all around this country. That's what they're
she may
doing.
be- well, let me respond. She may be pissed at me, but it has nothing to do with the football.
By the way, Evan, just out of curiosity, are you going to watch football on Christmas Day?
I'm going to.
Yeah, pardon me? Are you? I'm just wondering.
Okay, so here's my honestly, the Giant game, I will use the work hard.
Okay.
I will say, honey, it's work.
Yeah.
At 4:00, I'm gonna have to have it on in the background.
So you have the Jet game on in the background?
There is no Jet game. We're lucky. Thank
'cause they
you,
play
football
Thursday the
gods,
22nd.
that they play on Thursday.
Okay.
If they didn't play on Thursday and there was a Giant and a Jet game,
What would you do?
no, I'd have to use the work card,
You
which
would.
a lot of our
And
audience
let me ask
can't
you a
do.
question. Do the Nets play on Christmas Day this year?
No.
Oh, they don't they?
Such a jerk. You knew they didn't play on Christmas
Because last
Day.
year you killed me. Because the Knicks were on like NBA TV 9. Yeah, and the Nets were the featured game. Yeah, all right, I had to get that out there. 877-337-6666. Your guys' call. Go a little bit and then do what we got to do. All right, we'll take care of it next hour, I promise. Here's Vinny in Brooklyn. Vinny, how are you?
Good, guys. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Craigie, I mean, the big point is, like, I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, and Christmas Eve, this game could not be the worst time. We have 20 people together,
Yep.
our whole family, and yeah, I'm going to have the game on in the back,
Yeah.
but we got all the kids around. We eat dinner. It's like clockwork, like 6 o'clock every time. We
Yeah.
get there early, 3 o'clock.
Now, do you
Everything.
guys do the entire Christmas Eve dinner, the 7 fishes and all that, or is it less?
The whole thing. We're there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon,
Right.
and we're eating cannolis at midnight. And
Got it.
that's the way the whole thing. So that it's going to be on in the background, but it's going to be. I can't. I would normally be sitting down glued to that TV on a normal.
I'm so curious
on a
what
normal
Craig's
Sunday, and it's
smart-ass
fucked up when the game
response is going to be to this because
Well,
he
you
makes,
talked over him. I couldn't
Vinny
hear what he
makes a
said.
brilliant point about everything
Yeah.
he's going through. What's your answer?
Vinny, you a Giant fan or a Jet fan?
He's a Cowboy fan.
I'm a
Listen to his phone
Cowboy
call.
fan. So this game, if this game is for first place on Christmas Eve, I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. Again, I'm going to have it on. It's going to be in
Yeah.
the background, but I'm not going to be glued to it like I would want to be.
So at 4:25 on Saturday, December 24th, you're gonna be doing what exactly?
I'm going to be together with my entire family.
Right.
We're probably going to be sitting down at the table. The game will be on in the back.
Okay.
And I'll be checking it, once in a while. Probably getting yelled at every once in a while.
Yep. Okay.
Why I'm watching the game or whatever. But it is what it is.
I want to walk through. This is what you're not going to do. You're not going to go up and make yourself a plate, put some of this on the plate, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Go over to the couch with a fork and a napkin and a drink that you put down by your foot and watch the game and eat on the couch?
No, I'm not going to. My whole family is sitting inside at a table together, and for Christmas Eve dinner, and I'm going to sit by myself on the couch. No, that's not what's going to happen.
Vinny, I think you should be a trendsetter. And if we don't get to talk to you, I do hope you have a happy holiday.
Vinny represents...
One guy does not represent
No, he
the
does.
end of the poll.
He represents a nation.
Yeah, he represents
He
a nation.
represents a nation.
Cowboy
You guys,
Nation?
Well, Cowboy Nation, Giant Nation, Football Nation.
Yeah.
It's easy to be a tough guy and
Not
say,
being a tough guy, I'm just saying you watch football.
I tell my wife or husband what to do.
Yeah, well.
No, dude, it's Christmas Eve and then it's Christmas Day and it's all
Is
day
that how it
long,
goes?
dude.
Is that how it goes? I got that right?
Yes.
It goes Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day.
Immediately followed by.
Immediately, there's more football.
That's the order.
Dude, every time slot has football on Saturday and Sunday on a holiday known as Christmas. What are we doing? Roger Goodell hates people, and he wants all marriages to end.
Yeah, well, how about,
That's what he's
Adam
looking to
Silver?
do.
He hates people too?
NBA's different.
Why is the NBA
Because they're not
different?
doing it on Christmas Eve too, Craig. It's one day. That's their holiday tradition, and most people don't give a rat's ass about the NBA on Christmas Day.
Was he born on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? What's a bigger day? Huh? Right?
He's not doing
Yeah.
both, though, Craig. He's
Okay.
picking one
The
day.
NBA hates what? Catholics?
No, the NBA realizes they're not putting people in a tough spot. If you miss the
Sure
Knicks,
they are.
No, they're not. If you miss the Knicks Sixers game, it's not a big deal. You're barely
Why?
because
One
most
of
Knicks fans
82.
aren't even watching the other games.
We don't
Here
need
we go,
to do,
the
we don't
one
need to do the
of
math
82
on how
again.
many games it matters.
Yeah,
How
okay.
many?
I mean,
But it's like
knows
four
the
and a half.
NBA
It's like 4.5 basketball games.
Good math.
Everybody knows that the NBA doesn't start until Christmas Day. Everyone knows that. It's the unofficial start of the NBA season. See, you've crafted an argument.
No, I haven't.
Just to fit your point of
No,
view.
no. It's
and by
different.
The way, I respect it, but it's unacceptable.
And you know the other problem I have?
What's that?
I have bad memories.
Bad memories of what? Christmas Day?
Christmas Eve is one of the worst football days of my life. And I don't like to think about it. I don't like to even have it go through my
Oh,
brain.
why? Because Victor Cruz went 99 against us?
You damn bleeping right.
Get over it.
Never. I'll get over it when the Jets are running their way to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
By the way, 1,000 votes in the first 5 minutes.
Here we go.
People
You're only
prefer
bringing it up because you're probably winning.
people prefer artificial trees over real trees.
Yeah, well, you probably have a lot of non-Catholics participating in the poll. Let me ask you a question. Did you have a Hanukkah bush growing up?
No.
And how about at any point in your life?
We had a menorah.
Okay.
And then we stopped
yeah.
because the menorah blew up. It was a fake, but that's what ruined
Excuse
me on
me?
Hanukkah. Yeah, true story. It's kind of a touchy subject, but if you want to talk about it,
we
we
had a
can.
menorah to celebrate Hanukkah.
Yeah, so we
And
celebrated.
we gave up on Hanukkah
I did.
because the menorah blew up.
So here's what
It
happened.
was
We
like a moment from God.
We celebrated Christmas and Hanukkah. We had a Christmas tree, fake tree. We had a menorah.
Okay.
So the menorah was one of those weird menorahs that wasn't like you lit a candle.
Okay.
It was you put it in the outlet and you press a button.
Oh, it was like just a light, like a bulb was inside each of the fake candles.
All right, so this is a tough thing. So
It's a tough thing.
it was 1993. I was 10 years old.
There's going to be some sports connection here.
No
It's
sports, bro.
Crazy to me. Go
Nope. It was the third day of
ahead. The
Hanukkah.
Jets were coming off a loss to the Bengals.
I don't even remember what the Jets did.
Go ahead.
And as we were lighting the third night of Hanukkah, the whole thing exploded.
Is that right?
I was done. Done.
And
Just
was it the kind
devastating.
of thing like for each night you pushed a button, or you screw in
I
a new
don't
bowl?
remember if it
How
was
did
a
that work?
button or what. All
Probably
I
a
knew,
button.
it was something. But when that third night went,
Yeah.
and then all the lights blew, and there was like a little fuse break, I was
Yeah.
done. I said, I'm done. Never
Maybe
again.
God was talking to
and
you.
I've never lit a menorah since.
Well, to be fair, you didn't light a menorah then either,
That's true. Good point.
right?
Good point.
So I'm not surprised you got a plastic tree. You had a bull crap plastic
Well,
menorah.
I did real trees for a long time. Last
You had
year
a
was
plug-in menorah.
last year was the first year we
Like,
both
could you be lazier?
we made a decision to go artificial. And I'm telling you, it's the greatest decision we've ever made.
Does it come with all the tinsel and all that? Or
Dude,
no?
the lights were already on it.
Yeah, I hate that.
That what we do is we put the what's those things called? The things with the pretty things.
Don't tell
Ornaments?
Me. Don't.
Ornaments. We put the ornaments on. We have
The
special
things with
ornaments.
the pretty
The
things.
things. We put those things
Like
on.
every
Yeah.
year, we have a new ornament for our sons, an ornament for my wife, an ornament for me. We pick it out at the mall. We did it on Sunday. Spence, for the first time, picked out an ornament. It was beautiful. It was this big truck. We put it on. So we got our traditions. But man, the fake tree, the artificial tree, bro, greatest thing ever.
Yeah. We still we have the nice tree, and then we have the family tree where we put all the family ornaments, like he's talking about trucks and such.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a very
you have
nice.
2 trees, 2
we
fake
have
trees?
We have 3 Christmas
Three
trees.
fake
3?
trees.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got the fancy one, the kid one, and then the one upstairs that's kind of like an
Like
outdoor.
in the window or something?
Yeah, it's like right in the window, so it's kind of like
Yeah, I
an
got
outdoor
it.
decoration when you drive by the house.
Do you
see
put
it.
a candle in every window during the holidays
No,
too, or no?
I
You don't do that?
Nope.
Got it. Like for a guy that spent his lifetime doing a real tree, isn't there some aspect of the hours you put into bringing the tree in,
No.
designing the tree, cleaning up the pine needles, all that?
No.
Yeah.
You don't miss that at all?
No, I miss. There was a place called Garden World, literally across the street from my house, across Franklin
Yeah.
Avenue. And so I used to carry it home. We never put it on a car. It would be on my shoulder, crossing Franklin Avenue. And every year, my mother would take a picture of me carrying the tree
Yeah,
across.
I get that.
So that was kind of a tradition. But then once I moved away from Long Island, no, I didn't care.
Got it. That was it.
That was
Dude,
it.
early on, it's
The pine
cool.
needles and the cleanup were not part of the tradition.
That's the thing. Like early on, I loved it too. Like I remember living in Long Island City. I had the tree from Vernon Boulevard all the way to my apartment a block and a half away. It was great. I felt like a real man, right? Set it up, trimmed it, the whole thing. Year after year after year, the cleanup, the mess, the feeding it, the watering it, it looking dead by the time you get to December 22nd. It became a real depressing project. That's why the artificial tree is winning this poll. It's why most people realize the artificial tree is the way to go.
Here's Doyle.
Thank you.
In Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Doyle, what's going on today, buddy?
Yo, my man Possum Pants.
What's good?
Hey, I want to know what were your guys' thoughts on Robert Griffin III?
Yeah, be
and his
careful. Be
Jay
careful.
comment last
Yeah,
night.
well, just be careful.
It's a double standard
RG3.
there. I don't like double standards. If somebody else did that, they'd be fired.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. RG3 used a regrettable choice of words last night. I can't believe he said what he said. I'm clearly not going to say it. I can't even, give you a hint at what it was. It's so bad. He apologized for it on Twitter after the broadcast. I don't know how that word was on his mouth. I can't believe he uttered the word that he uttered. My gut is that he's not going to be suspended or fired.
Should he be?
Probably not. He apologized. It's a really bad choice of words. And that's it. And you're right. If that were somebody else, someone else could have been and would have been fired most likely. I don't believe he's going to get fired.
Not really. If you use as unsensitive or insensitive as a term is
Evan, if you
about...
or I said that word, would be fired immediately.
Well, I didn't finish my sentence. So you didn't get to hear what I was actually going to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you use the...
Actually, let's just move on collectively.
Yeah.
RG3 said something he shouldn't have said. It's out there. Millions of people have seen it. He apologized for it. And I think that's where it's at.
I don't think people have to call up and demand him be fired, though.
No, neither do I.
He apologized.
But look, we all heard him say it. It's startling to hear it. It's all over the internet. If you want to go see it or hear it for yourself, have at it. I would say at this point, we're not taking any more calls on it either.
It's called an electric menorah, I've been told.
Yes.
So is that a popular kind of menorah?
For lazy people, yes.
So now you're calling me lazy.
God forbid you actually buy candles, put them into the menorah, and light them. Yes.
But it scarred me as a young kid.
You were scarred.
I was.
You wrote off religion because the menorah blew up.
I mean, it contributed to it, yes.
Let's take a quick break.